Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Salem Cruise Light 201 BH XL travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when you're parking. On your campsite, I want you to leave plenty of room for your awning. On your off campsite, I really just want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power actually stores inside here, and then your water connection is up toward the front. Park accordingly. Utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook our hitch, first thing we do is level our unit. Unit comes with a power tongue jack. Night docking light, should you arrive at night, simply lower by going up or raise by going down. Now, should you lose power, manual hand crank will get this up and down underneath this rubber stopper here. We'll get this up and down without power. Speaking of power, check your battery post every now and then. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. Once we get unit level, next thing you're going to do is stabilize it. Your unit has power stabilizing jacks. So I'm just going to hit extend right here. We'll run them down. As I run them down, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads will protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot black top in the summer. Get a 4-pack of those, put them down underneath these, run these down just until they're taut. Once it feels like it's going to start lifting the unit, go ahead and stop. Same thing on the rear back here. You come back, hit extend. Again, put them down onto the pads, just run them down until they're taut. Alright, once we got our unit level and stable, next we're going to do is hook up our power and water. Again, your power cord stores inside here. 30 amp cord. Simply plug that in and you'll have power. Once you get your power hooked up, let's hook up your water. At campsites, we're going to hook up to a city water connection. Get yourself a water pressure regulator. Hook that up. Hook up your hose. Don't turn your hose on yet. Come down here to your hot water heater. Now we're doing at this point, folks, is making sure our drain plug's in there. Get that in there nice and snug. Then you can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a few minutes, go inside, open up the sinks and showers, get all the air out of the lines. Get a nice steady flow of water going through them. You can shut them off and you're all set to camp. Now let's say you're going to go camping and you're going to go dry camping, or boondocking I like to call it. Above your tire on your off campsite is your freshwater tank. No need for a water pressure regulator over here. 2 ways to tell it's full. 1, there's an overflow valve right here. Or 2, on the inside where you check the levels of your black dry tanks, there's also a freshwater button. Keep an eye on that when you're filling it up. Once it's full, remove your hose, and then whenever you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump and hook to city water. That is already pressurized. Alright, we're all set to camp. We got power, water. We'll walk you around the rest of the unit, continuing here on the off camp side. We got a big pass-through storage area here. This is a flute for your furnace. 3 things on that. 1, make sure it's never blocked. 2, if you are running your furnace, clear that it does get hot. And 3rd, we sell bug guards for those as well. City water and fresh water again. Down here is going to be your freshwater drain. One dripping right there. That's a vent for your hood range indoors. Again, our power stores in here. Hot water heater. If your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working, come out here and look to see if either one of these are bubbled up. If they are, simply press them back in. That's a reset, and that'll reset that for you. Down here is going to be where we dump our black and gray tanks. More storage back here. I recommend getting a cover for the spare tire. You got a good cover tire here. Keep that from dry rotting on you. Keep it out of the sun. Over here on the campsite, that's access to the back of your fridge. Condensation drip. Couple outdoor speakers, 110 here, and pass-through storage here. Your propane does have a cover. regulator on the front. Lefty loosey open on these. That covers everything out here. Go take a look on the inside. Okay, so coming up in your unit, first thing I always like to point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of emergency. Also coming in up here is our little control panel. So you check the level of your battery, fresh, black, and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your water pump. Here's where you turn on your water heater if and hook the gas. Here's your lights indoors and out. And here's our awning control. On your awning, you want to have your door out of the way of the awning. I just want to show you when you run this awning out. Okay, you only want to run it out. And the flap may or may not fall because it's a little moist, it looks like. Still need to wash it. But there you go. When that flap falls, you can see that bar. That's as far as you want to send that out. If you were to hold that extend out, that would keep running out and flip up onto itself and run itself up backwards. So keep an eye on it when you run it out. Make sure you don't run it out further than you need to. Awnings, as this is running back in, I'll tell you, awnings are made for shade. They're okay to leave out in like a light rain, but I wouldn't leave them out in heavy winds or rains. Bring them in, save yourself the trouble. Alright, as the awning comes the rest of the way in, I'll tell you, these locks here work best when gently slammed. Walking up into the unit real quick, there's your heat return. You hear that when I turn on your furnace. This table will wiggle right up off these legs. Remove the legs, put the table on top of these wooden lip here. Flat cushions on top, whole nother sleeping quarters. On the wall, sound system. Looks like an AM, FM, DVD, CD, no TV though. But interior and exterior speakers. Continuing in here, there's your cable hookups for your TV. You can get a TV mounted on there. Coming into here, your Dometic fridge. Turn that on up here. You can turn auto or gas. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, you'll switch to gas. Lift that up, now you're on gas. If that light comes on, check your gas. Auto is the best thing to leave that on. Straight back into our bathroom. 110 with GFCI reset. A little plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on that. You do have a hand crank open. Where's that? Power exhaust vent here. When you arrive at the campsite, flush your toilet after you hooked up the water. Flush your toilet a couple times. Put a couple gallons of water into your black tank. Your black tank will thank you later. Out into the hallway here, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my thermostat. Hear that kick on? Now you'll notice when I shut your thermostat off, it does take a few minutes for that to cycle through before that fan will actually shut off there. Coming down below that is your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Just so you know, that's always running off your battery. Keep that in mind if you are out dry camping. Our bunk areas with individual lighting there and here. Heading into our kitchen, we got a breaker box and fuses. You got a ton of 15s in there and a couple of 40s. Self-explanatory microwave, light and fan above your cooktop. On the cooktop, hit that to light high, hit your burner, and that's how them turn on. Just that quickly, all three of them. Your oven does have a pilot. Turn that to pilot, get in there and light that. Coming into our ceiling now. A lot of individual lighting. Here's your smoke alarm. Here's our AC, crank that up. Quick dumps on these. And I think that about covers everything in here. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite. Oh, let's show you how to turn this into your bed. So, I'm just simply going to jackknife this down, lift up on the front. We'll lay the back down, remove our arms, unhook the lock, and let them down. Just that quickly, you've got a bed. Putting this back up. Put your bed up. Lock in your bed. And then jackknife this back up. Hit the bottom. Go forward on the back. Turn the arms. And pillows. And we're all set. Alright, so leaving the campsite. I always like to start off by shutting off my interior lights. Now I know any other light that's on in here, I need to walk through and individually shut off. In the bathroom, make sure your vent is closed and lights off. Now that all of them are off, I'll turn on my interior light button again. Nothing's coming on. There's one I need to leave on here. Where's it at? It shuts off from back here. There we go. It's that one there. So, turn that one back on. And say doors and drawers. Walk through the unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Shut off our interior lights. And exit the unit. Alright, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks. We're just going to hit retract now instead of extend. Same thing in the rear. Come around here to this freshwater drain, open that up, and head on home or to the nearest dump station, whatever you're in need of. For the campsite, we're going to unhook our power, our water, hook up our hitch, and head on up to the dump station. And if the dump station parks accordingly, your dump's going to be behind your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Hook up and pull that wastewater holding tank. That's your black tank there. And it sounds like it's no longer draining. Close that up. Come over here and pull your gray handle. Gray handle is going to be cleaning the waters, your sinks and your showers. That'll clean your sewage hose out for you. When you're done, remove that sewage hose and conveniently and sanitarily store it right here in your bumper and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy the Salem for many years to come. Happy camping.